All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chicago Bears Daily, where we post daily Chicago Bears content. If that's something you enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button, man. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the receiver room. During our live streams, this is something we touch on quite a bit. Earlier in, when was this channel made? 5 or 6 weeks ago. 5 or 6 weeks ago, I was really thinking that the Bears were going to add some type of veteran wide receiver like Emmanuel Sanders, kind of have him in there for the first half of the season. Then once Velus Jones starts kicking it in, ramping it up, getting used to the NFL speed, throw him in there, and then you just kind of have Emmanuel Sanders there as a leader, just kind of, learning from example. He's mentoring these young cats in that wide receiver room. But honestly, I don't know if the Bears are going to make a move. I really don't. So Darnell Mooney is extremely underrated. I mean, he's extremely underrated. As it stands right now, they don't really need to go out and make a move at the wide receiver. I'm very excited about Byron Pringle. I'm very excited about Equanimeous St. Brown. I think he's got a lot of talent that Green Bay just didn't really. I feel like in Green Bay, St. Brown never really got an opportunity, man. I mean, if you think back to the Packers' current wide receiver one is Allen Lazard, Aaron Rodgers literally had to come out and say, I need Allen Lazard to play more, because Allen Lazard just wasn't playing. And if you've watched the Packers, you know how heavy Aaron Rodgers is passing the ball to Devontae Adams. So with Equanimeous St. Brown, that might take some time. I feel like he's going to be a nice little complementary piece. I think he's going to show a lot of flashes this season. Yeah, he'll probably make some mistakes. He'll make mistakes. Every football player makes mistakes. But I do genuinely believe he is going to have a nice little season. And, if you look at the Bears right now, just in general, they're kind of putting a lot of these players on one-year prove-it deals. And so with the current offensive line, hopefully the new additions, the new coaching staff, hopefully the offensive line gives Justin Fields more than 5 seconds to throw the ball. But I'm really excited about Velus Jones Jr. I genuinely am. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why, but he reminds me, he doesn't remind me, but I feel like he's going to have a DK Metcalf season. Or career, I guess. I know he's only, DK's only a couple of years into his NFL career, but he's already maybe not an elite wide receiver, but he's already a really good, really solid wide receiver. I remember listening to draft analysts going into the draft, he doesn't have the best hands. He's big. He's a big body, but he doesn't have the best hands. Well, look at him now. His hands seem fine. This man is an absolute unit. And when you watch Velus Jones Jr.'s highlight at Tennessee, the guy can play. The guy can definitely play. Just in general, I'm a very big fan of the Bears draft picks. Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, who evidently have been just killing it in OTAs thus far. Dr. E's very impressed. But Velus Jones Jr., I genuinely think at where the Bears selected him, you had a lot of wide receivers go before him that had, they had a lot of potential, but they also came with some worries, some issues. Velus is at that position in the draft where expectations are completely reasonable. I mean, theoretically speaking, Velus could come out next season, catch 25 balls for, 300 yards, couple tutties, and, no harm loss. No harm. So, yeah, could the wide receivers have some upgrades? I do believe. I really want to hear from you guys. I make a lot of these videos because I really just want to hear from more Bears fans. What do you think about the Bears wide receiver room? I'm genuinely excited about Byron Pringle. I think he is going to be just he's a fast little guy, man. He's one fast dude. You got Velus and then Darnell Mooney. I think genuinely people don't give Darnell Mooney in the NFL media world enough respect, enough credit because, this cat can play. So I think Darnell Mooney, Velus, Pringle, St. Brown, the tight end position, I think that they're fine because obviously the Bears aren't making they're not trying to make a Super Bowl run right now. You got your guys, you got them on one-year prove-it deals. If the Bears want to go out and sign a guy like Equanimeous St. Brown, if they want to go out and sign a guy like Emmanuel Sanders, I don't think you're really losing out on too much. It's not a guy, obviously, at 35 years old that you're going to be building around, but he might help give Justin Fields just a more reliable pass, just a more reliable receiver, a more reliable pass catcher. So who knows? Maybe that helps out Justin Fields in the long run if they decide to make a move like that. But I haven't seen any rumors. I haven't seen any rumblings that they're even interested in a cat like Emmanuel Sanders. So we'll see what happens. But I genuinely would love for you guys to go ahead, comment down below. What do you think about the Bears wide receiver room? I'm just so big on Velus Jones, man. I really think he is that guy. The Bears want playmakers. He's a playmaker. And we'll see how the season goes. So hit the like button, hit that sub button for daily Bears content. I'll see you guys later.